Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Nick, or The Notorious Fantasy, and in today's video, I am bringing you guys a NFL mock draft. We are doing the whole first round. It is me and Tyler, and we are doing this with trades. Now, Tyler, do you have anything to say before we get into this great journey that we are going to head on today?
Mr. Sunglasses is back. Life is getting interesting. The draft's here. It's so close. It's so close. I have been edging to this point. I am very excited to finally be here. Um, let's get this going. Let's get some great content.
Yeah, for sure. Let's just let the release happen off this edge. So shout out to edge rusher Chase Young. So the first pick of the draft is not going to be Chase Young. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. They were thinking real long and hard, winky face, who to select today in the draft. And it is clear that it is going to be my man, Joseph Burrow, the guy who smoked a cigar on the couch. He was looking like an absolute Don, and he's going to be a Don in the city of Cincinnati. He is going to be a beast. So do you think Joe Burrow goes here? Is there any reasoning not to think this is Joe Burrow?
I don't think there's any reasoning to believe it's not Burrow. Burrow's my pick. Honestly, I don't really have much of an argument. That's just what they need. Uh, Obviously, Chase Young is interesting, but like the same with the Cardinal situation last year, they didn't have a quarterback. And yeah, Bosa was interesting, but it's not the move. They go quarterback Joe Burrow.
Yeah, for sure. So after the Cincinnati Bengals go with Joseph Burrow at number 2, the Washington Redskins are on the clock. Now, there is some debate that some people believe that Chase Young should not be the pick here. What do you think?
Why? Who are these people? And please meet me in the comments because I'm going to pull up. Chase Young's the pick. Chase Young's the best prospect in this draft, maybe by a little bit further than we all think. Joe Burrow obviously is just way too good of a fit for Cincinnati, but I mean he's the best player in this draft. So Chase Young going here is no brainer. If the Redskins trade out, that'd be expected because that's what they do. They like pissing off the fans. So Chase Young's my move.
Yeah, okay, I completely will go with that. Now, shout out to the fact that the Saints, I believe, traded with the Washington Redskins a zillion picks for Ricky Williams. You know what the Washington Redskins did with that? Absolutely nothing. So shout out to you Redskins fans. Now, we went with Chase Young here at the 102. Now, the third pick of the draft is the Detroit Lions. Now, is this where you believe a team trades up, or is it the next pick at number 4?
Yeah, at this point, I'm sold. Lions are not taking this pick. Um, a team's going up to get the quarterback. Listen, it happens in every draft. A team always slides up to get the quarterback they want. Whether it's too early, that's fine. It just happens. That's just
Yeah.
what the NFL does. Mitchell Trubisky was moved up for. I mean, so guys are rapidly traded up for that may just still fall to them just to make sure they get their guy. When you want it, your quarterback, you go get it. Lions make a move here. Now, the Dolphins are interesting to go get Tua. However, I'm losing the faith that they're actually going to do that. The other team that it would interest me is the Chargers, but maybe not. Now I'm thinking Jacksonville is potential to go get him. But I don't know. Do you have an opinion on this?
Well, my opinion as a Dolphins fan, me and Tyler are both Dolphins fans, and I don't know about him, but I certainly have wet dreams thinking about Tua. Every single night I go to sleep, I kiss my picture of Tua next to my bed, and I just wait for the day that the draft comes. Now, if the Dolphins don't pick Tua, we are going to be live streaming. Shout out to that. Make sure to subscribe for that. Something may get broken on the live stream, so that's all I'm saying. I want the Dolphins to go up and get Tua. His best fit for fantasy football, this is not a fantasy football video, is the Chargers. His best fit to me, the Chargers are just an amazing team right now. So I think if he slots in there over Ty God, I think that they'll be much better. But where Tua goes is just up in the air. There's 3 teams, like you said, the Chargers, the Dolphins, or the Jaguars. So who do you think ends up actually pulling the trigger?
Yeah, if Tua doesn't go to the Dolphins, the thing that will be breaking in my house is my heart, and I do not want that. So to prevent that, I'm going to say the Dolphins move up. I'm just going to say they do it. B-Flow is really great with working with minimal talent. They're not moving one of those first, I'll tell you that. I would send 1 and 39 and maybe give them a gift rapid 7th pick just to say thanks for playing. I wouldn't give them the 27. I could definitely use that pick later.
Okay,
I'm just
definitely.
joking.
All
7th
right,
pick.
well, All right, so we're going to go with the Dolphins sending over their fifth pick, their 39th pick, and their 227th pick for the 103 in the draft. Now, we have no idea if this will get accepted or not. It's all based on the Draft Network. Shout out the Draft Network. Just kidding, no free ads. And they have declined the offer. They said, you know what? We actually want Tua. We don't believe in old man Matthew Stafford. Now, do
Well,
we try to offer more?
yeah, I was trying to lowball the shit out of him. I would openly send that 4, 1, 2, 4. I'd be definitely okay with that. You can even keep the 7th. Who gives a fuck? The 7th pick is useless. Who are you going to get the 7th pick? A fullback? Come on. We've all played Madden. We've all loaded in a draft class. Fullback's the only pick you get in the second. I'm joking. Uh, no, that's kind of the move. 1, 2, 4, and a 7.
Okay,
You're only moving back 2 picks, and you're still going to get your guys. So
thank
there.
you to Detroit for accepting this offer. Now, personally, I hope this is what happens in the draft. I hope that Tua or the Dolphins move up to do this. Now, we are drafting not based off of what we want to happen, because what we want to happen is the Dolphins will offer all of our seventh round picks and we trade up to get Tua, but that's not going to happen. This is what is going to probably have to happen in order to get Tua. Maybe 2 firsts for Tua may be in line, but I don't want to pay that price, to be honest with you. So,
And just to aim on that is, again, you're moving 2 picks back if you're the Lions and you're still getting your guy. They know that. And why? Okay, so you're thinking in your head, why would the Dolphins move up? They're only jumping the Giants. Giants aren't taking a quarterback. Lions aren't either. It's to secure the spot so a team like the Chargers don't, so a team like Jacksonville don't. That's what you're doing here with this pick. So you move up and you get your quarterback.
yeah, for sure. So right here at number 3, the Dolphins are going to select my boy Tua out of Alabama. Now, there's going to be some talk of people saying that the Dolphins believe more in Justin Herbert. And now I don't know what they fucking believe. To me, Tua is like 90 times better than Justin Herbert. But with that said, I hope the Dolphins make this right move at 3 and select Tua. Now, at number 4, the New York Football Giants, the team who last year said, you know what, let me get Daniel Jones. You know what? And it actually ended up working. So, they're kind of. So, what do you think about the Giants here at the 104?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk on Simmons. If I'm gonna go with what I think, it's Simmons. If I'm gonna go with what I think, what I want them to do, it's offensive line. But Simmons is the move. That's just what they're gonna do, and that's what we're trying to form this off of. It's what's gonna happen, and what's gonna happen is Isaiah Simmons does go to the New York Giants here at 4.
All right, so Isaiah Simmons, linebacker out of Clemson, goes to the New York Football Giants. Now at number 5, the Detroit Lions are on the clock after trading with the Miami Dolphins. So where do you think the Detroit Lions go here? Is it Okuda, like everyone says, or it could be something different?
Yeah, so what I'm thinking right here with the Lions is, sure, they could go just another round back and just or another pick back and acquire what they need, but they can't go past 7. Carolina will take them. They could, if Carolina doesn't, 8's obviously a good spot. You trade up with the Cardinals, but the Cardinals don't need to, and then Jacksonville will take him. So there's no need to move here at all. You move back, you get a 2, you get a 4, you get a 7. Along with this pick here, you go Jeffrey Okuda, and you feel great about finally getting another elite cornerback. Obviously, Slay's declining. Brings you to the point where you're going with Okuda here. I think that's kind of an easy pick.
Yeah, I believe Slay is actually not on the team anymore, Tyler, you dumbass.
Yeah, no, his decline to then be traded. I'm sorry, I should have prefaced that.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Call
You're
me a
not that
dumbass.
dumb.
Do it.
No, it's okay. I love you. So at number 6, the LA Superchargers are back. No, they're not even back. They're on the clock here. Are they going Mr. Justin Herbert for the quarterback that they clearly need, or are they going to go somewhere else?
There's been some talks on Love, kind of being their guy, and I'm going to do something that I don't think anyone has even tried yet, and an option that the Chargers can 100% they can 100% take on. It's moving back. Looking at what team could definitely jump up to getting to this pick. I look at one team that sticks out, and it's the Bucks. Bucks need that offensive lineman. It will not get to them. With the Browns, the Cardinals, the Jets, those are teams all going offensive linemen. The Bucks are going to move up. They're going to get their guy here. They get themselves an elite offensive lineman. So looking at what's going to kind of go down, 1-2 straight up for that one is kind of what I'm looking at.
All right, so the Buccaneers are going to offer their 14th overall pick and their 45th overall pick to move up to number 6 to select a quarterback, I would assume. O-lineman? No?
Yeah,
Who
I would
knows?
assume a little bit more. I just didn't want to give up too much to start. So with the Bucks, throw on a 4th. Obviously, they got 2, so they can afford that loss. Let's
Okay.
see what goes on here. Again, big jump, 14 to 6 here.
The
Oh,
Chargers
it's not gonna
don't
work.
like that.
Switch it around.
Okay, we are going to be switching it around here because this
Hopefully, you guys can
website
pick
does
this.
not understand that if you switch around the teams, it does not matter.
It
All right.
does. It's gonna go through.
So
See,
who is
okay. So yes, I'm manipulating Draft Network, but if you're watching this from an unbiased standpoint, 1, 2, and a 4 to jump up to the Chargers pick is definitely feasible, and I think it's gonna happen. You see, it's gonna go through.
all right? We like that. In the
Really
wise words
persistent.
of In the wise words of Kirk Cousins, you like that. So now at number 6, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady's Tampa Bay Buccaneers, have traded up to the 6th overall spot. And Tyler, what are they doing?
Get yourself the best left tackle, best true left tackle in the class, Andrew Thomas here. That's definitely the move. Yeah, you may be wondering, Tyler, you have worse and you have Wills above him. I think that the Bucks just need that true left tackle, and they're going to get it here with Andrew Thomas at the 6th. It's a great slide up for both them and the Chargers. The Chargers, I don't believe they're taking the pick. I really don't. They unless two was there, I don't think they're taking him. Dolphins move up obviously, so they will go ahead and acquire picks. They move back.
Yeah, they sound pretty content with Tyrod Taylor for some reason. So at number 7, the Carolina Panthers are up to bat. Is the pick everyone's pick? Is it Derek Brown or is it someone else?
So I'm gonna go with kind of my gut take, and it's been him all along. It's Derek Brown. It's been the guy who I think they've been looking at the entire time. I don't think there's a smoke screen here. He's going to be at their pick, and I think they're going to take him. Obviously, there's a chance they may go Henderson. Henderson's going up in a lot of boards. I really want to move him up. I am a Gator fan, so I really should believe in him, but I really don't. I'm going to go Derek Brown here. However, I do have a team to move up to go get CJ Henderson. We'll get to that.
Okay, so at number 7, the Carolina Panthers go and get their defensive lineman in Derek Brown after bringing in a new coach in Mr. Rule. So at number 8, Cliff Kingsbury and the Arizona Cardinals and all of Bill O'Brien's picks for some reason. They are here right now. The Carolina Panthers have absolutely swindled the Texans and gotten DeAndre Hopkins for old man, Mr. Probably going to tear his ACL 4 weeks into the season, David Johnson. So at number 8, they are up. Obviously, Justin Herbert's still available, but maybe they do it again. Maybe they say, fuck you, Kyler. We're going to go quarterback. Obviously, that's not going to happen. The chosen Rosen was not as good as Mr. Kyler Murray, but is Justin Herbert better than Kyler Murray? Probably not. So where are the Cardinals going here?
There's been a trade. I'm going to go Falcons go up to move for this Cardinal pick. They're a team that's itching to go up. Put Cardinals first.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. I just want to make sure. Again, guys, we're going to give fair value. I'm just going to make sure Draft Networks they screw you sometimes on these trades. So that 8 pick, obviously, from the Cardinal end, from the Falcon end, the 16, the 2, and one of the 4s. And I know you guys are probably like this is insanity to for the Falcons to come in with this draft with 6 picks and then leave with 4. But you're getting an elite corner, the second best corner after Okuda. I think it's the move they're going to take. It's not what I would do personally, but I believe they will make this move. Let's go ahead and see if they like it.
The Falcons do not like that.
Okay. So maybe pull the 4 and throw the 7th in there just for the troubles. I think Cliff will get swindled here. So good value. I mean, you're the Cardinals. You could get your offensive line in here. Kyler's still mobile. I feel like they can definitely wait on offensive line, and there's still some really good guys that they can get and potentially trade back once more and keep acquiring picks. They're still a team that's really terrible on defense, just in all honesty, and their offensive line is not great either. The more capital they have, the better they'll be. And Falcons need to move up here for the corner. It's the reason I moved up. CJ Henderson's the pick.
Okay, so the Atlanta Falcons select C.J. Henderson, who have not had a good defense since Deion Sanders was on the team. Shout out to the Falcons, 28-3. Now at number 9, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. Is it Herbert? Did Herbert fall into their hands? Do they not believe in the Minshew mania and Gardner Minshew, or do they go ahead and snag an O-tackle?
Yeah, Shane Khan, I'm pretty sure that's his name. That guy, best mustache in the league by far. That guy's just a mogul. So quick shout out to Jacksonville owner. So this is a challenge for me, right? So Obviously, the reason the Falcons moved up is because there's no doubt in my mind Jacksonville was going to go with C.J. Henderson, and with Derek Brown off the board as well. Jacksonville's kind of sitting here, and they're kind of in a struggle because if you kind of look at how the board's shaping up, it's a lot of offense. Could they go offensive tackle? I mean, sure, but they have young guys there that they're going to try and grow the best they can. I think this is a position where they're going to move back again, and I know this is back-to-back trades. But if they don't have Derek Brown there and they don't have Henderson there, I don't really see a reason for them to take this pick. One team that I'm interested in, and I may get some heat. I know if there's Patriots fans, you guys are gonna love this shit because, I mean, he's still on the board. And again, we talked about the trade up for your quarterback. They got a lot of capital there. They got a lot of stuff they can work with. If they overpay, they overpay. They still have got a lot of picks to function with and maneuver with. Jacksonville's not in a position to take a guy because they don't want to reach. They can move back, get more capital, and just keep building on that defense when value's there for them. I'm gonna go obviously the first. I would go 2 3s, and I would even throw in a sixth as well because obviously the difference in moving up for the Patriots is much larger than what we saw in the past situations that we traded with. Is that value enough for you?
Yeah, no, that's enough. Now, I'm just a bit curious how the Patriots gained all these picks because I'm pretty sure last time we looked, they had like 5. So did Bill Belichick go into the other team's computers and steal their picks? Who really knows? So right
Well,
here,
Bill Belichick could be the expert on Draft Network, so we don't know.
that is true. So the Jacksonville Jaguars did not like that.
Go in the
So,
5. Do the
okay.
5 instead of the 6.
All right, let's see.
Maybe.
Jacksonville, will you ever make a smart move in your life? Let's see now. Nope, still not trying to make a smart move.
I mean, this is the situation that's going to happen. So I feel like I'd be flexible moving it around. Yeah, throw in the 4. Fuck it. I don't like New England. They
Neither do I.
franchise quarterback though. So I mean, how?
Bill Belichick. Oh,
Switch them around. I can't drop that much value. Shit, you got to move around. There you go. Yeah, I mean, there's no way. I mean, Patriots fans are probably like clawing at their screen right there for the amount of value I was willing to give up. But that's a lot. That's quite reasonable. This is going to go through.
Yeah, you 100% have to give that much up if you're the Patriots to acquire a quarterback that could potentially be the new head of the NFL, just like Tom Brady was. So at number 9, the New England Deflatriots are up here right before the Cleveland Browns. So what are you thinking here? Obviously, it's Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to just make this point. Teams are going to want more out of the Patriots than they will out of other teams. That's just the MO of the league. It's unfortunate for Patriots fans and their front office.
Oh, boo-hoo. You only have 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, so the move here is Justin Herbert. Could they have traded, maybe a little later to where they didn't have to give us much? Yeah, but you never know. I mean, Sam Darnold, he could get mono again, and then voila, Justin Herbert's on the team. The Raiders could take him. 49ers could surprise the whole draft and be like, fuck it, let's take Herbert. Garoppolo's a bum. But, I'm just giving hypotheticals, but like you got to move up for your quarterback. Patriots do here. Crazy move, but it could happen.
Yeah, I mean, you were giving hypotheticals, but Jimmy G is actually bad. So
yeah, shout out to the 49er fans in the audience. Go ahead and leave your angry comment. You can call me Mr. Sunglasses. You can call Nick Big Wiener Nick. You just go by that. That'll do.
Yeah, that's my handle on Twitter, at Big Wiener Nick. So at number 10, the Cleveland Browns are up on the clock, and they have their choice of O tackles here. Wirfs, Becton, and Jedrick Wills are still on the board. Normally, what I've seen, most people love for the Cleveland Browns, Andrew Thomas, but obviously he went at number 6, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So what is it for the Cleveland Browns here?
Okay, Becton. So Wirfs and Wills. Wirfs is a true right tackle. Wills was just doing it because Tua was left-handed, so he was on the right side, one of their best guy on that side. Again, my board in order goes Wirf, Wills, Thomas, Becton. So you may be like, Tyler, you're taking your 2 kind of bottom of the 4, but it's more or less just a team fit. Cleveland goes with Becton here. They get themselves a true left tackle. Baker won't be on his ass as much this year unless he just continues to make poor decisions. So that's the
Yeah,
move.
I mean, it's going to be hard for him to be on his ass when they hand the ball off 65% of the time. So at number 11, the Jumbo Jets are up to pick. Do they go with the wide receiver? Do they go with the sexy pick? Or do the Jumbo Jets make a realistic decision to decide to protect Sammy Mono? Now, they may not be able to, tackle, Wirfs or Wills, they might not be able to protect him from Mono, but they could protect him from the defense coming his way. So who is the pick here? Is it wide receiver or is it no tackle?
Yeah, so Jets fans, you're going to be happy with this pick, but you really shouldn't be because this is exactly what Adam Gase would do. He wants to keep his franchise quarterback as unprotected as possible. Um, in all honesty, just with what I'm hearing from like NFL teams and from people reporting on it, is it's clear Judy's still the best wide receiver in the eyes of the NFL. Now, CeeDee Lamb's just stuck out for a lot of us, but honestly, I think Judy's has the potential to be the first guy off the board. And I think the Jets are going to make that move. Is it a good pick? Kind of. If you had a good offensive line, I believe it. Obviously, they dumped it. I want to say this, and this is why I kind of think they're going to go wide receiver. They dumped a lot into that offensive line. Was it good pieces that they brought in free agency? Hell no. But they did, and that's going to make Adam Gase think he's fine. He's going to go Jerry Jeudy here. That's kind of the move.
Is there any debate between going with the other Alabama wide receiver and Ruggs here?
There is, absolutely. Again, there's also talk about that. Henry Ruggs may be the first wide receiver off the board. However, I don't really think that's a fit for them. I think Adam Gase is not the stupidest person on the world, in the planet, on Neptune. I don't know. He is, but he obviously got him. He obviously got himself a head coaching job, so he's doing better than me. So there's a chance they take Henry Ruggs, but I think Judy's kind of the pick here.
Okay, no, that's fine with me. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about how Ruggs could go as the first wide receiver, so that's why I asked you. But Jerry Jeudy is obviously a solid fit for the New York Football Jets, whose best wide receiver is, I fucking forgot his name. I just completely blanked on it. What's his name? The slot guy. Jamison Crowder. Shout out Jamison Crowder.
Shout
God.
out, my boy.
At number 12, oh yeah, for sure. That guy will score you like 30 fantasy points a week. Sorry, I just talked over you, but I don't give a fuck. At number 12, the Las Vegas Raiders are up to pick. Now, they moved to Las Vegas. They got the flashy name. Now, do they do something dumb and draft Jordan Love, or do they draft a wide receiver? What are they doing here?
And I can't do this. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, let's move Denver up because they've been in talks of moving up for a wide receiver, but it's the in division, and that doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen, especially this early. So I can't do that. The Cowgirls, they would love themselves a shiny wide receiver. Shout out dumbass Danny from the Fantasy Stock Exchange. And then, the Cardinals, they could move up here, but again, they moved back for a reason. I think they still feel comfortable getting themselves one of those offensive tackles. The Raiders aren't really in the range of taking one of those tackles. They don't really need one. Cornerback's kind of the position I'd be interested in with going like with a guy like Fulton or Gladney. However, I just think the value's way too – it's just a little too early, and you can get him at 19. So I think you just grab what you can right now. You get yourself a really dominant outside receiver. You go, and that's hard. Do you have an opinion on this? Because I'm kind of frozen here.
All right. Well, to be honest with you, from what I've seen, Ruggs is the fastest man on the earth, and I don't think the Oakland Raiders really have that. Tyrell Williams is more of a big guy. Hunter Renfro's like 4 feet tall. But, I mean, Hunter Renfro is a very skilled wide receiver. That's not an insult at him. I know he looks like he's 80 years old, and he's actually like 23, but that's okay. Yeah, so my pick here to me would be Ruggs, but CeeDee Lamb being the third wide receiver off the board might just feel terrible.
No, go Ruggs. I like it. Yeah, you explained it well. Gruden can work with speed. Let's do it. I don't think it's that unreasonable that CeeDee Lamb would be later. Again, there's still some questions on him, but now we sit here with the 49ers pick. And it feels pretty easy to go ahead and take the wide receiver. Yeah, I know. 49 fans, start typing the damn comments. I really want to go corner here. But since I kind of feel generous today and the value is 100% there, CeeDee Lamb's my pick.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb is a perfectly fine pick here, even though I think they need a corner. I know I've made jokes on this channel about how Richard Sherman is some burnt toast. I mean, he was in the Super Bowl. He absolutely let them fail when they needed him most. Sammy Watkins absolutely torched the guy. So CeeDee Lamb here is the pick, wide receiver out of Oklahoma.
Wait, Nick, did the 49ers win the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, wait, let me think. Oh, no, they actually choked.
So it's just a fucking softball. Just jack that one corner.
Yeah, fucking
All right.
gone forever, Aaron Hernandez. At number 14, the LA Superchargers are now on the clock after moving their pick earlier in the draft to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now at 14, do they go with their pick of the litter at the offensive tackle position, or do they look elsewhere?
Don't they look just like geniuses right now, sitting with two elite offensive tackles available? And don't roast me yet, because if you kind of look at how that's chalked up, those teams there could honestly be three straight wide receivers taken there, and only the Jets are interested in the offensive tackle there. I think the Cardinals moving out saves the Chargers here, and they were able to get themselves one of the offensive linemen. Um, Boom. I think it's easy at this point. You're going, do you want Wills or do you want Wirfs? I'm just going to take my best guy. I'm going to take Wirfs here. Chargers, absolutely genius. You move back and you still get yourself offensive line. Great. Chalk it up. Excellent draft. Good for them.
Exactly. If this draft ends up going like this, they are going to be laughing their ass off at 14 with Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
O-tackle out of Iowa. So now at number 15, their division rival in the Denver Broncos last year, selecting Horsecock Drew Lock in the second round. Now, do they bring in a wide receiver for him? Do they reach a little bit to get a guy like Jefferson, or do they just go with the corner, or do they go somewhere else completely with Wills?
Jeff Gladney's my move. Yeah, they could take the wide receiver. I know they need it. This wide receiver class is deep. You don't have one of those core three guys sitting there for you. It's not the move for me. You go Gladney here. You get yourself the Charles Harris, Chris Harris. My apologies. You get yourself the Chris Harris replacement. You go Gladney there. It's definitely the move. Again, one of those three core wide receivers right there. You aren't taking him.
All right. So now at number 15, the Denver Broncos obviously went with Jeff Gladney, corner out of TCU. So now the Arizona Cardinals are back onto the clock after trading away their pick earlier. So where are the Cardinals doing? Are they going to draft Wills and just absolutely laugh just like the Chargers? You think so? Here.
Again, I mean, just like the Chargers, you're sitting here, you move back on the daring chance that one of those four guys fall to you, and one just falls right into your lap here. And don't roast, oh, you were just hoping you set that up. I really didn't. When you kind of function and boil down everything that happened before, it's 100% feasible. You get yourself Jedrick Wills here as the Cardinals. You get yourself the value in trading back, and you still get a guy who honestly definitely could have been taken at their pick at 8. It's an excellent move by the organization. Good job, Cardinals. Light golf clap.
Yeah, for sure. So right now we are about halfway through the video, halfway through the pick. So please make sure you guys go down below and click that subscribe button. Click on Tyler's Twitter, the Fantasy Stock Exchange on YouTube. At number 17, the Dallas Cowboys are up to pick. Are they going corner? They going edge? What are they doing here?
So for all you guys that think, yeah, we're gonna go reach on Justin Jefferson, the Cowboys are gonna have themselves a fantastic 7-9 season. I'm gonna actually be someone for once that's actually gonna try and help this defense, and I'm gonna take Caleb on Chase on if you're good with that. There's been talks that they are interested in him. They obviously need the cornerback need. Sure, they can go get Fulton, but well, you know what? I'm gonna leave that up to you because Fulton is interesting because there also was talks on Fulton. The two LSU guys both rumored to go to the Cowboys here. Yeah, it'd be a reach for Fulton, but it could be interesting. So I'm not going to take that out of the cards. What do you think they're going to do?
Okay, so now obviously their fans are going to want a wide receiver because you saw what happened. The Chiefs had like these elite speed-ass wide receivers. I'm not going to tell you to pick Justin Jefferson here. I want to go with Chase on here, edge rusher out of LSU. I think that is going to help them potentially the most. I mean, Fulton, obviously not a bad pick in any type of discussion here, but I just think that Chason is going to be able to absolutely demolish some quarterbacks here. So I love Chason here. I mean, come on. Daniel Jones is going to be some fish food for Mr. Chason.
Honestly, real quick shout out. Thank you for Byron Jones. Sincerely, all Dolphins fans, you guys are idiots.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Mr. Chason. So at number 18, speaking of the Dolphins,
Hell yeah.
Miami Dolphins are back on the board. We still have our 3 first-round picks. We selected Tua God, and now we get to make a decision. Do we want to draft one of these top safeties that are on the board? We looking receiver? Where are we looking?
Yeah, so there was some consideration that they would maybe trade up for that Bronco pick and maybe see if the Broncos want to slide back. That's definitely feasible to jump the Cardinals for Wills. I don't think it happens. I think the Dolphins already lost some capital by moving up to 3. So I think they're going to go ahead and they're going to take one of the safeties. Now, the reason I kind of want to go with this is if you look at their 26th pick, look at the teams in between right now and that 26th pick. The Raiders, they're not going to take Josh Jones. The Jags won't. Neither will the Eagles. Neither will. Well, there's a chance the Vikings. I may go with them. But again, you're still getting a really solid second tier offensive lineman. So you go ahead and grab one of the elite safeties that 100% won't be there at your 26th pick. My personal favorite is Delpit. It's been my favorite for a long time. He's a playmaker. And again, the joke has been at this 18 pick, we traded Minka away for this pick, and we're going to go safety here. So Delpit's my move.
Okay, yeah, Delpit is fine here. Now, I've seen actually some mock drafts where we select Josh Jones at 18. Personally, I think that is a bit of a reach when you could just take the chance at 26 that we get him, like Tyler explained. So we're going to go with Grant Delpit here, even though some people like Xavier McKinney before. We just feel here that Grant Delpit is the better safety for the Miami Dolphins. So now at number 19, back up on the clock, the Las Vegas Raiders. Back onto the Raiders. So where are the Raiders? Where are the Raiders looking here? Are they going to go corner? They're going to go with Kinlaw. What are they doing?
Yeah, no, see, the reason we took wide receiver in the first is because with the first pick is we knew we could get ourselves a corner here. At this pick, Fulton falls to them. That's the easy move. You got what the core three corners after Okuda. This is the order I think they'll fall. Fulton goes here to the Raiders. It's why I was like, let's just get the wide receiver now. I teased their fans. I whacked them off, and now we're finishing them with Fulton here.
Yeah, 1-2 punch for their dicks. Now at number 20, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. After moving Bike in the draft, they've got 20 and 23. Shout out Michael Jordan. So where do you think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going here at 20?
Yeah, so obviously move them back, maybe on the off chance that they get one of the corners. And I think because of the value that's been on the board for some of these teams, they're able to get a guy who I think could honestly go top 15. Kinlaw is an absolute beast from South Carolina. He is a panic raiser, an absolute fear monger. Yeah, shout out KO. I love Kinlaw going here. Don't laugh. It's basically Calais Campbell replacement. Kinlaw's a really great prospect who I think could get to that level. It's an easy pick for me. Also, why'd you trade Calais Campbell for a fifth pick? What is wrong with you?
No, it's okay. Javon Kinlaw is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, interior defensive lineman out of South Carolina. Go Cox. So now at 21, the Philadelphia Eagles are up to bat. Where are the Eagles doing? Are they going to draft a wide receiver that they drastically need, or are they going to be dumb and make some type of different decision, or do you see too much value with McKinney here to not take him?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously we got McKinney here. They did lose their starting safety to the Saints. My goodness, I just dropped his name. It's fine. I'm going to let it go. We're going to let it go.
Don't hold it back anymore.
Yeah, it won't come back in all honesty. So they lost their starting safety to the Saints. You guys can write the comment if you want. So yeah, we got Justin Jefferson sitting here. That seems like a really good pick for them. I wouldn't hate it. Obviously, there's some other options that I like on the defensive end just a bit better. Patrick Queen here. I'm starting to get around maybe having him go to the Eagles with this pick. I think, again, and I'm playing this game, there's so much value wide receiver-wise later that they can truly afford just saying, let's just go with one of the top-end defensive guys here and push forward to getting our needs later. So you know what? I'm going to do it because I don't think he's going to be around as late as we may think. I'm going to go Patrick Queen here, and I'm just going to lock it because I'm interested in that.
Okay, yeah, we can go with we can go with Patrick Queen here. Now, obviously, I actually looked up the guy that they lost, and I completely forgot his name even after looking it up. So that is a bit embarrassing, but it's okay. I'll pull it up on my phone just so you guys know who the fuck it was. It is Malcolm Jenkins. God damn it.
Oh.
All right, Malcolm Jenkins. So we are going to go with, you said Patrick Queen here, correct?
Yes.
Patrick Queen,
very,
linebacker.
very good linebacker. Him and Kenneth Murray are sliding up boards. Again, I'm going off of what I think is going to happen, and I really do think Patrick Queen's going earlier than people are kind of mocking him to go. They get themselves a really good linebacker. Honestly, it's a really good pick for them.
Okay, so now at number 22, the Minnesota Vikings are on the board. They've got picked 22 and 25, just like the Jaguars, very close in the back half of the first round, having 2 picks. So where do you think the Minnesota Vikings look here, considering their defense is absolutely washed? They have no one on defense. I think it will just be whoever they draft here if they draft a corner on defense.
Yeah, so you go with a guy that can play slot corner as well as safety. Xavier McKinney is the easy pick. No, I'm not a Vikings fan. No Eagles fans. I didn't screw you. So let the Vikings fucking have this pick. So pipe down in the comments. My God.
You like that, Minnesota fans? At number 23, the Jacksonville Jaguars are back up on the clock after selecting Mr. Javon Kinlaw, interior defensive lineman out of South Carolina. As I always say, go Cox. At 23, where are they looking?
Yeah, so again, they get sniped. I'm not really realizing that I just keep hurting myself for Jacksonville fans. Go to the cornerback position. I think I'm going to go with AJ Terrell. It's a guy who I think will be here and will be picked in the first round. You may be looking at the draft network. You may be seeing 44. You may be like, who the fuck is that guy? Outside of the getting toasted in the national championship game, this guy was incredible. He's a very good corner. He's a first round grade for a lot of teams. Obviously, the draft network's low on them, but Jacksonville's going to go get themselves a corner. Noah I is a little bit underrated. I don't think they're going to go there. And Jalen Johnson is just a bit overrated. AJ Terrell's the move. The fact that he's been falling out of the first is a little sad because he is a really good prospect.
Shout out Conor McGregor. Who the fuck is that guy? At number 24, the New Orleans Saints are back on the clock. Not actually back on the clock. They were never even on the clock. Now, does the basic pick happen here? Do they go Justin Jefferson like we were predicting earlier because now they brought in Emmanuel Sanders? So are they looking elsewhere?
So with the Emmanuel Sanders they bring in Kenneth Murray now, cover that linebacker position. It's definitely a need. Kenneth Murray is really dynamic. Again, those linebackers are going to go earlier than we think. Saints wrap up one here. Again, Emmanuel Sanders doesn't go there. Justin Jefferson's my pick. Since he did, I have to go with the defensive side. Kenneth Murray is my pick here.
Okay, that is fine. Kenneth Murray goes to the New Orleans Saints. Now the Minnesota Vikings are back on the clock after selecting Xavier McKinney, safety out of Alabama at 22. Now at pick number 25, they have their safety. They have a guy that can play corner. So where are they looking here? Do they go Jefferson or do they continue to bolster that defense?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give it to him. We took Xavier McKinney, which covered. You may be like, they don't even have a safety need. Well, you slide him into the corner, the slot corner kind of position. He does. He's a very dynamic safety, so he can do a lot for your team. Justin Jefferson's going to be the move. I think this is why they acquired their pick. They got less of a diva receiver, at least in the eyes of their team. Stephon Diggs was just not a fit there, and they get themselves Justin Jefferson. Smile, Vikings fans, you guys had a really good draft.
Yeah, shout out to the Buffalo Bills getting two guys that are not the greatest in the locker room 2 off seasons in a row. Shout out Antonio Brown, who was a Bill for about 1 second. So now at number 26, the Miami Dolphins. Our Dolphins are back on the clock. We selected a safety earlier in the draft, and now we are up again, and we also have my boy Tua. So where are the Dolphins looking here at 26? Is it obviously Josh Jones?
Well, it's time to protect your quarterback. Josh Jones is an interesting move. I wouldn't do it yet. Let me kind of pick your mind. So Isaiah Wilson is climbing up in boards. Finally, I swear I've been hyping this guy for so long as like just a really high second round graded guy, and now he's in the first, and people are like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" And we're learning all about him. Isaiah Wilson's a really really great run blocker. However, I think this offense is already built on passing. Sure, Beeflow's kind of a defensive guy most of the time that comes with the run, but their offensive coordinator used to work with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Name slipping me, don't worry about it. Used to work with Ryan Fitzpatrick in Buffalo. It's a passing offense. You have Ryan Fitzpatrick there. You got Tua. Tua's a really solid passer as well. You got to get pass blocking. So Isaiah Wilson's kind of out of the cards. A guy like Cesar Ruiz is very interesting to me. Him and Josh Jones are kind of the toss-up right now. Their tackles aren't great, but neither is their interior offensive line. So I could go either way. So honestly, I'll put it in your boat. You want to go Josh Jones or Cesar Ruiz?
Well, now Josh Jones has been rising straight up these draft boards. He was a guy that most people wouldn't even be looking at in the first round, say 2 months ago. I believe he was just not in the mocks, and Cesar Ruiz was. So, do you think that we need? I mean, our offensive line is legitimately garbage. It's a sieve. You can walk straight through it. So
Absolutely.
either way here is good with me. I think we go Josh Jones, but if it's Cesar Ruiz, it's all good with me as well.
Yeah, honestly, let's go Josh Jones. I think this is kind of where they'd be looking at to prioritize. So that's a good pick.
Okay, so the Miami Dolphins go with Mr. Offensive Tackle Josh Jones out of Houston. Now at number 27, the Seattle Seahawks are
Great.
on the clock, and they are going to trade right away for who may I guess, is it a running back?
It is not a team that needs a running back, and this is 100% a homer move. It's the Dolphins. Let's go get Cesar Ruiz. Let's go complete that offensive line at least a little bit. I just want to flirt with the idea. Yeah, we may be losing a little bit too much capital. Fine, learn your alphabet, buddy. Come on.
Shut up, man. But all the time you do this and you can't even count to fucking 7. All right, bud.
I can't count to 7. That is that is the big facts. So obviously the 2 has to be involved. It got to be more than a 5. I would do all 3 5s. I mean that just sounds absolutely bonkers, But I think
Absolutely bonkers, you cunt.
But let's look. You're sliding down a good amount of picks, sure. What is it? A quick math. You know what? That's because we traded our first second. Oh, that's right. Oh shoot, I can't do this.
Okay, yeah. All right, it's fine. We're not doing this.
I just realized the value was way too low. My apologies to the Seattle fans. Now, if the Dolphins still had their second round pick, however, their personal second rounder, I could definitely see it happening. Since they don't, they used it for Tua. That's fine. We're not worried about it. We'll go ahead and take the Seattle pick. It's Matos. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So you can go.
The only reason I was trading back, by the way, was I think they could get Epineza in the second round and feel fine with that pick as well. So that was my only consideration.
So do you really not believe that the Seattle Seahawks need a running back? You don't think they'll take one?
I don't think so. At least not now. They've tried the first round running back and it flopped pretty hard. And I don't think Pete Carroll is ready to relive that yet. Shout out Rashad Penny. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pete Carroll was chewing his gum, picked Rashad Penny, and then Rashad Penny was probably in the hospital accepting that call. So at number 28, the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. Is it the other linebacker that may still be available? No, he's not. Never mind.
No,
Kenneth Murray and Patrick Queen are both completely gone. My head.
It's Ruiz. I'll save you the breath. The only reason I was moving the Dolphins up was like, let's go get Ruiz now. He's here. They need interior offensive line. Let's go do it. Marshall Yanda's gone. Let's go bring in Ruiz to replace him.
Okay, so now the Tennessee Titans are on the board. The Tennessee Titans absolutely demolished the Baltimore Ravens. If you remember that, great game by the Ravens. So at number 29, the Tennessee Titans are on the clock. Do they do something silly and draft a running back since they don't like Derrick Henry, or do you think they go somewhere else, like Epinesa?
I think they go somewhere else. I think it's a little outlandish that people think they're going to take a running back in the first round. I get the need for maybe grabbing that running back, but not in the first round. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, who are we? I mean, we're falling asleep at the wheel here. It's unbelievable. They need some help on that defensive line, obviously. Outside tackle, it's definitely another position of need. And honestly, I'm going to go with the value pick and take Isaiah Wilson. That's a run team that is built and predicated on that run, and you're getting one of the best run-stopping tackle, or run-helping, benefiting tackles in Isaiah Wilson. He's climbing up boards. There's a reason for it. It's because he was very underhyped, and I never really got it. And now he's getting the respect he deserves. Really, really solid run blocking tackle. You guys are going to love him there in Tennessee. He's going to help Derrick Henry just elevate that run even a little bit more, which will just be terrifying, especially for the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Tennessee Titans, they're a very run-heavy team. So the best thing to do when you're run-heavy is actually paying your quarterback a decent amount of money. That's a really good idea, personally. Love that move for the Titans. Shout out Ryan Tannigod. At number 30, the Cheesehead Green Bay Packers are on the clock right before the Super Bowl losers, San Francisco 49ers. Shout out the choke artist. At 30, where are the Green Bay Packers going?
So wide receivers, obviously an interesting play. You got Mims there. I think it's a really good fit for them. Tight end, throw that away. You kidding me? There's no tight ends in this class. There isn't. The only one's Hunter Bryant. And if anyone wants to argue, Cole Kmet, you can go eat shit. That's number one. And number two, you can come gargle on these nuts. You know what I'm saying? So Denzel Mims is my pick. Yeah, we kind of went off the rails there, but fuck Cole Kmet. For anyone who doesn't know who that is a tight end. For anyone interested.
Yeah, his last name ends with a K, not a C. It's Kmet with a K. So
that's true. That's true. That's true. Nick knows one fact about Cole Kmet. There we go.
How to spell his name. So at number 31, the San Francisco 49ers, the Super Bowl choke artists, the team whose quarterback may be sexy as fuck, but a sexy quarterback does not win you a Super Bowl unless your name is Tom Brady. So to recap real quick, you were talking about Mims. I rudely cut you off. What were you going to say about Mims, if you remember?
It's just a good fit for Green Bay, and obviously the fans are happy. They need another wide receiver. It was a joke all year on who their second wide receiver was. Mims is a really good talent. People are starting to finally show some respect that he kind of deserved. I like the pick there, but going on to the 49ers.
Yeah, big ups Alan Lazard, wide receiver, Green Bay Packers. So at 31, the 49ers are on the clock. Like I've stated, their coach has choked 2 Super Bowls. I mean, what more do you need to know about the 49ers? So right here at 31, we already got them a wide receiver. We gave them their fans a bit of a rub and tug. Shout out Mr. Fucking Robert Kraft. So at
There we go.
31, where are we going here?
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious, Nick. Why did the 49ers lose the Super Bowl? Like, was there a receiver that was just dominating a dying corner or something?
Oh, shit. Who was it? Oh, wait. It was someone who was actually not even that good of a wide receiver who really only showed up week 1 of the NFL season. And then he showed up when it mattered most. Sammy Watkins. That's his name. Sammy Watkins. Remember when Richard Sherman was a great cornerback? I remember 5 years ago. So, yeah, obviously, this is a joke. Richard Sherman's still good, obviously. I hope the fans know this. We just hit it out of the park. An absolute bomb. So,
See you
sorry, you
later.
40. See you later. Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez. So at 31, the 49ers are back up. That joke's amazing. If you've never seen that video, what's that guy's name?
Uh, I'm Kent Murphy, and today,
Yeah, Kent Murphy. That's a great video. Just watch that after you watch this great video. So at 31, the 49ers are back on the clock. Obviously, these jokes about Richard Sherman, he's still fine. He's not amazing, though, like you 49ers fans believe. So at 31, where are the 49ers going? Do they add to the running back carousel? Get like a 7th running back here.
yeah, that would be fun. But no, corner. You move to the cornerback position? Nope.
Yeah, sure. Is it Noah
hell,
I?
hell overhyped is not Noah I. I'm gonna go with a guy, Trayvon Diggs. Again, another guy that just fell down boards for no reason. Who the NFL still has a reason for him being in the first round. Trayvon Diggs is still a really good corner. Shout out Stephon Diggs, Cousins, I'm pretty sure. He's really good, and he just fell down boards for just the lack of hype. And these other guys were climbing above him, and I don't really understand it too much because he's still a really solid corner, and he has a first round grade in the eyes of NFL guys. So I definitely see him going there, and it's a really good pick for them.
Okay, so now at number 32, are back-to-back corners selected, or do you think that the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl champions, and Mr. Kermit the Frog, Patrick Mahomes, go somewhere different?
I mean, it's an interesting play. If you look at the interior offensive lineman real quick.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, yeah.
My boy Cushenberry.
So Cushenberry, there's no value there to go to that. I'm not going running back. Don't cream your pants too early. I'm not going running back here. You know what? Honestly, I think it's a really at this point is where I can see him going after Diggs, after AJ Terrell, Jalen Johnson is going to be the move. They got to get cornerback, and they need it bad. Secondary is getting absolutely toasted all year. It was your big weakness, and the fact that people want them to establish a running back or a wide receiver right now, you must have just not watched the regular season games. Sure, you had a magical playoff run, but I mean, it was miserable just watching you guys' games because it's like Mahomes is saving the day every time. You can't keep putting that pressure on him. Sure, he can do it, but let's get yourself somebody in the secondary to handle some business for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you just have to look back a few weeks. I mean, the Houston Texans were fucking up by a million on that defense, and Patrick Mahomes clawed his way back into the game. So, is there any thoughts to you that a team trades up for this pick to select a running back, or is it just Jalen Johnson? Do they just say fuck it?
I mean, sure, it could definitely be seen and definitely be done. I still think they get about the same value in a corner later on. If you
Mhm.
want to move it up, honestly, I'd be okay with that because again, him or a guy like Noah from Auburn, I could definitely get behind them just getting one of those guys. So it'd have to
Yeah.
be a relatively early second round pick. So kind of looking at who's sitting in that. So it wouldn't be the Bengals. Goodness gracious, I'm kind of blanking.
The
Steelers would be
Steelers.
interesting, but they don't have a remarkably high pick.
Yeah.
The 49. So I mean, that's what quick math, 17 picks away.
Yeah.
That may just be too much of a reach. Other teams that kind of need that running back. Obviously, we hear the Jaguars are trying to trade Fournette away. If they went up and just big dick move with all those picks and they went and got themselves Jonathan Taylor, that would be absolutely mad. This is in the circumstance they trade Fournette away. So I don't know if I can play that game yet, but look at all that capital.
Yeah, I know they have so many picks.
I think they could do it. I say fuck it. Let's do it. Yeah, obviously the second, let's throw just a shit ton of force at them. I mean, they have 4. So let's throw the Yeah, and then throw in a 5 with those. So 2 fours and a 5.
Okay, let's see if they
That's
do it.
hell of it. No, don't do 2 5s. My goodness. Jacksonville fans are going to be like, I love you, but you're killing me. Chiefs need picks. Look at that. They have 5 picks, and they're about to move one out. They still need capital. They still need defense. Bam. Chiefs have accepted it. Jacksonville moves up here. They get themselves a running back. I'm doing this strictly based off. Why did the? Oh, never mind. Wait, do they have J.K. Dobbins above Taylor?
Yeah, no, they also have Swift above Taylor. They're
And they
dense.
want me to be the expert. I'm a fucking believable. Jaguars go here. They get Jonathan Taylor. This is off of Fournette moving out. So they obviously they touched up on their defense. Sure, they can go Ezra Cleveland here. That'd be interesting. But if you're going to move up for a dynamic piece, you're going to do it for Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor off the board here. Finalize it, bitches.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Leonard Fournette, I'm going to make the pick, but Leonard Fournette put out a picture on Instagram. It looks like he's gone. He threw up like the peace sign in the picture. He's out of there. Sadly, though, Leonard Fournette is a great talent, but I guess the Jacksonville Jaguars are tired of him missing team pictures, so they have to bench him. So at number 32, the Jacksonville Jaguars go with my man, Jonathan Taylor. So to recap the draft real quick, I'll read everyone's name. We got Joseph Burrow at 1 to the Bengals. At 2, the Redskins select Chase Young. At 3, the Dolphins go with Tua Tagovailoa. Said it wrong again. 4, the Giants go with Isaiah Simmons. 5, Jeffrey Okudah to the Lions. 6, Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Andrew Thomas. Derek Brown, my bad, to the Carolina Panthers. The Falcons trade up and get Mr. C.J. Henderson. The Patriots make a remarkable trade to get Justin Herbert. 10, Becton to the Browns. 11, Jerry Jeudy goes to the Jumbo Jets. JJJ. Jumbo Jets, Jerry Jeudy. 22, Henry Ruggs goes to the Oakland Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders, I mean. 13, CeeDee Lamb to the 49ers. 14, Wirfs goes to the Chargers. 15, Gladney goes to the Broncos. 16, Wills falls all the way to the Arizona Cardinals, who traded back. 17, Chase on to the Cowboys. 18, Dolphins select Delpit. At 19, Raiders select Fulton. At 20, Jacksonville selects Kinlaw. 21, not the Patriots, the Eagles, the team that whooped the shit out of the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Patrick Queen goes to the Eagles. 22, Xavier McKinney to the Minnesota Vikings. 23, Jacksonville, A.J. Terrell. 24, New Orleans Saints, Kenneth Murray. 25, Justin Jefferson to the Minnesota Vikings. 26, Dolphins select Josh Jones. At 27, Gross Matos goes to the Seahawks. At 28, the Ravens go with Cesar Ruiz. 29, Isaiah Wilson to the Tennessee Titans. 30, Denzel Mims to the Green Bay Cheesehead Packers. 31, the worst team in the NFL selects Trayvon Diggs. And at 32, the final pick of the draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars move up to select Jonathan Taylor. The draft is complete.
Yeah.
That was epic, as they would describe. So thank you guys all for watching this video. If you ended up enjoying, please click that subscribe button down below. Check out Tyler at Tyler Moss NFL on Twitter. DM him. Send him pictures of you just absolutely burning a picture of him because you're an angry 49ers fans. Shout out to Tyler's YouTube channel with him and his friends and the boys, fantasystockexchange.com, Fantasy Stock Exchange on YouTube.
Drew Brees has still not won an MVP.
That's very true. So thank you all for watching. He would have won one if he was on the Dolphins. So have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, my friends.
Yeah.
No, not today. Dikembe Mutombo.